August is a great time of year. It's a time for tradition. Finals footy's just around the corner and everyone's starting to think of Christmas. But before all that, there's another yearly tradition we can't forget. Complaining about the Storm.
You suck, you jackass!
Why don't you shut the hell up?
I'm Old Panther, and this is Rugby League news by fans, for fans. So a little background on the issue. Wrestling came into the game as a way to control the tackle. The golden goose of rugby league is the quick play of the ball. No matter how good you are, you won't get far if you can't set your defense or get your playmakers over the advantage line. This becomes more pronounced when good teams play each other and you're looking for any advantage you can get, no matter how small.
Said perimeter to extend downstream from Brookport to Mound City.
An article published in September 2014 reported that MMA fighters have become a natural part of the game, with a few notable clubs such as Manly, Bulldogs and Rabbitohs hiring Brazilian fighters. The same article reports that in the late 90s, the Broncos hired Australian UFC fighter Chris Haseman, who they claim was the very first wrestling coach in league. Apparently, brought in to coach body positioning, balance and turtling.
I've fallen and I can't get up!
Enter John Donahue, an expert at jiu-jitsu who holds a black belt under Regan Mercado and is one of 5 black belts under Gene LaBelle, who owns and runs John Donahue Jiu-Jitsu and MMA in Victoria. He first showed up on the rugby league scene in the early 2000s with the Brisbane Broncos when Craig Bellamy was assistant coach to Wayne Bennett. That's right, it wasn't the Storm who started all this wrestle business. It was the old master himself, who is now head coach at South, who brought this into the game. What the Storm did do though is perfect it. They've since had Donahue at the Storm for the duration of Bellamy's time at the club, making the Storm's defence rock solid and causing a few headaches along the way. As well as the chicken wings and crushes, what also hasn't gone unnoticed is the weird habit that's formed over the years. Somehow, it's become a ritual to hammer the Storm coming into finals about their wrestling tactics, although they aren't the only team doing it, and most importantly, they aren't the first, as so many people seem to claim. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Me personally, I don't mind people looking for a competitive edge, and I think a lot of the frustration comes from 2 points. The inability of the administration to hand down logical and consistent punishments for on-field offences, so fans who have a deep emotional investment in their team have no idea what standard to expect each week, and the fact that the Storm have been one of the most successful teams in the competition in recent times.
Are we the baddies?